folks. Well, I said, it ain't over until it's over. And that's the comment I've been leaving on a lot of videos lately. So it was very interesting to see how that some world leaders are helping to promote fake news propaganda. Now that is not a good look. And I have this video on my British intro because Boris Johnson is among one of the chief offenders. The way I heard it, it was Boris Johnson, Scott Morrison, and Narendra Modi from India. And there might have been a few others, but anyhow, those three, the main ones I've heard about. And they apparently lack knowledge of the American electoral process. But I mean, you would think that world leaders would have a basic knowledge. I suppose if they are just completely ignorant of the American electoral process, then they can be forgiven. But if they do have a basic knowledge, then it's quite inexcusable that they would take this opportunity to inflame the controversy that is currently waging in America. And apparently, they just believe everything they see on TV, which is technically fake news, and then they start to repeat it. So we do have a serious problem with these world leaders. They are apparently behaving incompetently. Now, yes, there is a chance that when all is said and done, perhaps Biden still will be the victor. Maybe Trump won't be able to get enough of votes, electoral votes, when the Electoral College and everything is examined. However, as it may be, the crime that these guys have committed is trying to sway the election by repeating fake news propaganda. And I said, I saw that Boris Johnson make his post on Facebook, and to which, I replied that it's not over yet, and I would think you'd understand the American election law. Because, see, now they are spreading this. Now lots of low-information voters think that it's over and that Biden won. But it's not over because there's still recounts going on. There are still legal challenges. It is still anyone's game at this point. I just heard today that there are military ballots that have not been counted. So, according to the dear leftists, count every vote. And we must count every military vote. And they usually are Republican. So, we got to make sure we count all the military absentee ballots, and we make sure we get the recounts going and the investigations. And we will see. I do believe that this will shrink Biden's lead significantly. Whether it will shrink it enough to award the presidency back to Trump is another matter. But that is something that we shall have to wait and see. See, I'm quite proud of myself for being, even though I am in the Trump camp, I have been reporting not overly optimistic, but just the facts. While the left is reporting overly optimistic and inflated optimism that technically is fake news. It's not true. And it's very sneaky because they're trying to convince people something is true that isn't true. So beware of fake news. But I said this is an opportunity for the silent majority to stop being silent. I said if we get down to losing the election, I say let's blame the silent majority. And let's blame people for not keeping a closer eye on the election results. I was looking at the election results in my town, and I had to laugh. It was Trump 186, Biden 26. So, that sounds about right to me. Sounds about to me that Trump is like 75% and to Biden's 25%. So, but we have to be able to prove there was the election fraud and then prove that there was enough to get Trump his electoral votes. So we do not know. See, I'm proud of myself. I'm not saying we will get Trump in for sure. I'm saying we do not know how it will go. And on the 5 paths to the White House that I listed the other day in my previous video, we also have to consider the facts that some of these legislatures are scared of the Democrats. So that may influence them on trying to be impartial, but we shall see. Now, see, this would be a really huge cause for the Republicans to rise up, is if the the fraud was proved to some extent. Like I said, basically, if Trump could get the votes, but then the Republicans deny him the election because they're scared, basically. So there's a million ways this could go. Stay tuned. Keep the faith. God is in control. And like I said, God let Obama win twice, so people will get fed up and we'd get Trump. So this isn't over yet. But I think God is telling us, silent majority, speak up. Okay? Watch the space. Let freedom ring.